Hello, and welcome to the Power Times. I am SK, and this is the Flashback. Jailed Ugandan opposition leader Dr Kizza Besigye first challenged President Yoweri Museveni in an election in 2001. During the campaigns, Museveni made a shocking allegation. He claimed that Besigye had AIDS. This was shaky ground for Museveni for two reasons. One, Besigye was his former personal physician. 2. Winnie Byanyima, who is Besigye's wife, had been in a relationship with Museveni. Museveni said Besigye's candidature had not shaken him. He also said that Besigye had AIDS and that his wife was nasty. In an interview with Time magazine, Museveni said that he was not bothered by Besigye, that it was good to have these kinds of people because they bring up issues that should be addressed. Museveni also said that the election had been a good cleansing process. He went on to say that Besigye was just suffering from AIDS and that Winnie was just a nasty lady. Simon Kagwanjala, a Ugandan journalist who covered the 2001 election, remembers how explosive Museveni's statement was. Njala remembers Winnie Byanyima threatening to reveal some deeply hidden secrets. Njala says that at the height of the 2001 campaigns, when President Museveni campaigned Besigye and claimed he had HIV/AIDS, Winnie Byanyima, while at the now Constitutional Square, did clap back, threatening to spill secrets about Museveni, with whom they once had an affair. Njala says he covered that rally and that he can't wait to read Winnie Byanyima's book. Winnie Byanyima has said she will release a book on her life. She's expected to shed more light on her past relationship with Museveni. After losing the March 12, 2001 election, Besigye challenged the results in the Supreme Court of Uganda. The matter of Museveni's allegations that Besigye had AIDS came up, and Museveni did move to respond. Lawyers Mwesigwa Rukutana, Sam Bitangaro, Didas Nkurunziza, Andrew Kasirye, William Byarhanga, Moses Chimuri, Chiriyo Wachiwanuka, and Ferdinand Natsomi delivered Museveni's defense to the Supreme Court. Museveni listed one Judith Besigye, who he believed to have been Besigye's ex-lover, and her child, as pieces of evidence that his opponent had AIDS. In his affidavit, Museveni said that he had known Dr. Kizza Besigye for a long time and that he had made the statement honestly, believing it to be true, and that he still did believe because a woman called Judith Besigye, with whom he cohabited, and his child had died of AIDS, and that his, referring to Besigye's bodily appearance, which he said bears a strong resemblance to other AIDS victims that he had observed in the past. In the Supreme Court, Museveni's lawyer, Dr. Joseph Byamgisha, said the president believed that it was up to the opposition leader to do an AIDS test and prove the claims wrong. Museveni is not required to prove that Besigye has AIDS. It's up to Besigye to prove that he does not have AIDS. That's what Byamgisha told court. He went on to say, why doesn't he, meaning Besigye, say he has been tested and was found not to be positive? If he wants court to prove that he has no AIDS, he must prove diagnosis, rather he must provide diagnosis and proof. To complicate matters, a woman named Marita Namayanja came up to tell court of claims that she knew of 3 of Besigye's former women friends, as she called them, who, according to her, had died of AIDS. In the end, then Chief Justice Benjamin Odochi ruled that Besigye had failed to prove that Museveni's statement was wrong. In his ruling, this is what Benjamin Odochi said. The petitioner, that is Besigye, had failed to establish to my satisfaction that the statement made by the first respondent, who was Museveni, that the petitioner had AIDS, was false. In fact, in this case, there was no shifting of the burden of adducing evidence on the question of falsity or absence of reasonable grounds, because the petitioner did not establish a prima facie case on either of these ingredients. Odochi went on to say that nevertheless, Museveni had adduced credible evidence to prove his grounds for holding that the statement he made that the petitioner was not false, and that he knew or believed on reasonable grounds to be true. Having failed to prove these two crucial elements, Besigye has failed to prove that Museveni committed the alleged illegal practice. That being the case, it is not necessary to consider whether the statement was intended to promote or procure the election of the first respondent. That's it from the flashback on the Power Times. Till next time, I am SK. Please remember to follow us on TikTok and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For business, please send a message to 0705 690 819.